Phelan in for Tyke Furlong, who is perhaps maybe a week or so short of full fitness. He may well be back for the clash against France next week. Sexton, the little inside ball, the drive forward, just held up over the line, but for how much longer? And Ireland have scored, and we haven't got 2 minutes on the clock. Just the start that Andy Farrell was looking for.
Oh, and there we get to see that lovely inside ball there from Sexton. And look at that.
Quickly taken. Sheehan is there, he's done that all season for Leinster. Owens throwing his body in. Once again, that try line under siege, within touching distance. It's another penalty advantage. Phelan pops it on. It's a second Ireland try. 8 minutes on the clock.
Clinical stuff again from Ireland, all came from that quick tap. Managed to get the ball out, and you just know they're going to go route one. The backs are not seeing this ball. As desperately as the Welsh defenders tried, unfortunately.
Oh, and the interception comes from Lowe, and Lowe is away, and now we're going to learn just how fast he is. The answer is fast enough.
Brilliant read there from James Lowe. We saw it earlier, didn't we? Just that ambition to desperately try and get that ball into the wide channels. But James Lowe was high the entire time. If anything, potentially a kick in behind would have been the option, but in credit to Dan Biggar, you know, you talked about the pace that Wales are trying to play, maybe just a little bit too fast for a team that are trying to rebuild. But like I say, look, James Lowe backs himself, he stays high, gets in the passing channel and reaps the rewards.
Well, it's a third try, which comes, let's face it, their fourth try. It would surely mean victory. It would also mean a fifth point. Here's Casey, and Josh van der Fleer. How appropriate.
Just desperately trying to defend, but getting sucked in.
We're there. They may well regret that. It's all about taking opportunities at this, the highest level. Scotland did it last week, scored tries almost every time they get into the English 22 at Twickenham. Here's Phelan, beautiful ball. Oh, that's magnificent. Keenan's going to score for Ireland. Oh my goodness, that was a try of screaming quality. The movement and the reception completely unravelled the French defence.
Brilliant score from the Irish, completely different to the last minute and a half we've seen Finlay Bealham. Who said props just push? Swiveled, turned round, brilliant inside ball to Hugo Keenan. I wonder whether he made the wrong decision in terms of going in between Ramos and Romanen Tamak. But when you're travelling at that pace...
Conor Murray, whose service looked very sharp last week in Wales. In the absence of Jamison Gibson Park, his first choice these days for Ireland. This is great work from Andy again. Ringrose for Lowe. Lowe should score in the corner for Ireland. 6'2", 16 stone 10. A bolt to stop, but were the aerial dramatics enough to create the score? TMO will decide.
Okay, you've got an on-field try. We'll check whether the player was in touch.
Well, he's got to get the ball down on the grass without it touching the white line simultaneously.
That's not the angle, is it? It's the other angle that shows us better.
We've got that clear evidence that it's no try, haven't we?
That's correct.
And so from that angle, it's not clearly on the line, is it?
Wayne, I haven't got the foot clearly in touch, and I haven't got the ball clearly in touch. You can stay with your on-field decision.
It's going to be clear and obvious.
Thanks very much.
And the on-field decision was a try. And close again for Ireland. They're fourth in inches on Super Bowl weekend. Are Ireland there? Yes, they are. They drive through that horde of French buddies, and it's Andrew Porter. Someone's tried to squeeze a rhino into Lycra, and it was the rhino who made the extra vital inches there for Ireland.
Isolated.
O'Toole almost gets isolated there. Marchand one of the best poachers in the world game, was there. Bundyaki caught by Gael Fickou. You're supposed to be injured, mate. Great work by Fickou. Are they away now, Ireland? They are! They are away! Ringrose! Ireland painting a glorious landscape in Dublin. Is that the try that beats the Grand Slam champions?
Well, it's an unbelievable score for Ireland. As I say, they were just seesawing from one side to the other. And once they got to that edge, and France piled into the breakdown, look how many numbers they got in that breakdown. That ball there was the one that really opened it up. And he's got no right to get through three French defenders like that, as Gary Ringrose. But Caelan Doris, all afternoon, has been an absolute pain in the backside. Mathieu Jalibert, he'll be disappointed with that. He got absolutely flattened by a left-hander to the chest.
Around from Casey. Ryan, the captain, gets it away to Lowe this time. He'll play it back in field, and it is going to be the skipper who goes over for the score. No doubt about that one, and Ireland are on the board.
Well, again, that was far too easy. The first initial hit on the number 8, Jack Conan, was great from Italy. They pushed him back. He didn't get, well, it was almost a big dominant tackle with two guys, and it's simple numbers game. And I would have to suggest, and I see it again, Padovani on the right wing has come in when he didn't really have to. There you go, he's coming on Bundyaki. Oh my goodness me. And that's a simple score for James Lowe, just back inside to Ryan, the captain.
In it goes, brought down from Henderson. Van der Fleer will play away to Casey and Byrne. And Hansen joining, and then a key, and it's lovely for Keenan, and Keenan twisting and turning, escaping the shackles and under the posts. The Leinster man's been on fire throughout the Guinness Six Nations, and he fires Ireland to their second try of the match.
Again, it's all about the passing, all about out of the back door. And Bundyaki just, again, as Cannononi made a break from 8, it's the key. Just watch this. That's beautiful from Byrne. Then out from Hansen, and it's just, it couldn't quite bring him down, Hugo Keenan.
Too quickly. Italy momentarily had no one in the backfield.
No, move away.
Just dropped a couple back there now. Garbisi, one of those, as Casey will play away for Byrne, and it'll pop up in the midfield. Straight out the back from Ryan. Oh, and it's good from Ireland through Van der Fleer, who's finding another one of those gaps, and Lowe struggled to catch it, but did, and fed Bundyaki. It's sublime from the Irish. In for their third try. Van der Fleer setting them on their way again. And Aki is involved in everything.
Well, it's that left-hand side, isn't it? They keep coming down, they're powering the game down that left-hand side. And they can't stop them, Italy, at the moment. He's a big unit, as we know, but it's the power game. It's that guy, James Lowe, that basically intercepted this ball. He said, Garbisi, this is over the top. Again, it wasn't there, it wasn't on, but they do force it, and sometimes when you force it, you make the mistake. And that was the mistake. And when it comes out, again, it's a numbers game. Capowatso's just held up. Garbisi can't do anything, and Bundyaki looks to pass, but he just rides Varney. He's that big a lad, he's that powerful, he can carry him over. Van der Fleer, beautiful hands, back inside. And this one is given. Here we go again.
There's going to be more of the same. Kelleher with his second rose for company, then Jack Conan coming back round the other way. Van der Fleer trying to help with the shove. Casey, this time they'll look to the right. This time Mac Hansen will score. It's been a while since Mac Hansen's been on the score sheet for Ireland. His fourth for his country, the fourth of this match, and the bonus point.
It was coming that time. Craig Casey does absolutely right. Italy think the pressure's going to come on the left-hand side. They stack it there, they don't, they go right with Conan, and then one more ruck straight out. Here we go to the right-hand side. Again, Casey's in there, quick pass, one more. Good vision, good skill, lovely play. McCloskey's out to Hansen, and you ain't stopping him from that distance.
Just a second try in 7 Guinness Six Nations games. Doris once more off Baird into the 22. Ireland continue to make the meters, and then it'll be Mac Hansen on the shoulder of Conor Murray. They kept bashing at the door, and in the end they went in round the back. Mac Hansen with the score, and Ireland hoping that they can finally put this fixture to bed.
Again, Murray in control, Hansen just popping that ball back on the left, just keeping it simple, giving the forwards one out, and Marnie's at the centre of things. Yeah, I know.
Irish carrier, Ryan Baird does the clear-out work. Murray, Sexton, Van der Fleer in traffic, and Ireland have the ball again. Ryan Baird. Ireland building, really building. Mac Hansen out wide. Hansen for the corner! Mac Hansen! Big tackle. As he went to the corner, the TMO will make the decision. But if you go on the body language, Mac Hansen believes he's got there and got Ireland's first try of the afternoon.
I think he did.
Stewie.
So there's two things here, I think.
Please, no on-field decision. Let's see what appears on the screen, please.
And the two things that I think they're going to look at
Run
here
through final tackle and Steve Brown
are going to be the try, was it a try, and B, the tackle coming across, was it a proper tackle?
Oh, it's a heck of a finish. It was like a freight train collision. I think Duhan van der Merwe's tackle's okay there.
And I think Mac
Hansen's got it down. It's a phenomenal finish. It actually
just
comes from the pass. We'll see it another.
There, Luke, because the ball is grounded, so I'm just seeing if the player's still in field.
Duhan van der Merwe stayed down.
Not surprised. He's just run into a 40-mile-an-hour
and his left
body
arm's
crash.
coming around. I don't see that's a clear shoulder charge, and it looks to me like the grounding's pretty all right. So we'll let Stu do his work, and then.
That's not down there. That is there though, and he's not
Luke.
in touch yet there.
Yes, go ahead, Stu.
That ball is grounded.
Fine, so I may award the
You may award the try.
Thank you.
Try awarded, and credit to the officials. There's 4 experienced guys out there. Luke Pearce using his 2 assistants and the television match official. They went through whether it was a grounding, they went through whether the tackle was okay or not, and they came up with what we all think is the right answer.
Look at that pass by Hugo Keenan. Mac Hansen has no chance of scoring that if the ball isn't on the money. Mac Hansen didn't have to break stride. He could get his hands on the ball, tuck it under the right arm, and just
be alongside it again. They could be in yellow card trouble. They should be in yellow card trouble. Gibson Park to Peter O'Mahony. O'Mahony bounces off a couple of Scottish defenders. Bundy Aki steps back inside. Aki held up 2 meters short. Scotland so good defensively, close to their line. Conan almost squirts away. There for Gibson Park again. James Ryan is held up. They keep throwing the big bodies at it. Now they go out wide. James Lowe! Eventually the pressure tells. And the Irish that have made the trip to Murrayfield are on their feet. They see that as a pivotal moment, and it was all created by the brilliance of Hansen in the air.
Hansen in the air, but Gibson Park with a kick, I have to say. Ryle lining up for it. I thought the ball's kicking from 10 metres inside Scotland's half. They've got to reclaim it, but look at Hansen. Never takes his eyes off it. Duhan van der Merwe standing under it, doesn't get up to compete. Hansen gets an offload away to Sexton within metres, but there's the wherewithal from Gibson.
O'Mahony. Gibson Park. Hansen. Little stop and then a little go, and Conan carries a couple of defenders, and Ireland have the next try. And Scotland defensively were skittles for once, and Ireland are in for the 3rd try, and all of a sudden the scoreboard opens and Scotland look a little dejected.
The scoreboard's opened up, but that man there on the end of some really smart work. Ireland just understanding
just taking the phases to go same way, back into the 50-metre line, and then they see the blind side. Mac Hansen, look at that. Just takes the ball, squares up the defender, and fizzes one off his left hand. Keenan on the short angle, Duhan van der Merwe bites in too far. Gets caught flat-footed, you just see there, held by Keenan. Hugh Jones has Hugo Keenan there, and by the time van der Merwe can get out, it's big man on big man, but Conan has the momentum, has the route to the try line, dots down. Ireland now in complete control of this.
As Ireland look to set the platform inside the English 22. Van der Fleer back inside, Sheehan, gap opens up, Sheehan! Ireland have the opening try at the Aviva Stadium, and the place has gone wild.
And that's exactly what you want. A fantastic line out, but they've got to take a bow. Paul O'Connell, probably Simon Easterby in there, because just watch this, they think they're going to go the catching drive. Van der Fleer pops up, and all of a sudden Sheehan, the Lansdowne club has just erupted. That's a beautiful ball back inside. The pace of the hooker, Tuolangi actually pushes him over the line. That's given the crowd something to cheer about. Beautiful play. It's a bluff play. They went for the catching drive. No, it wasn't. Van der Fleer breaking off to the right. Back inside. England were asleep. What a score.
Well, the boy is very much away at the door and see if they can put a big man over. Aki Henshaw! Robbie Henshaw! The power and precision of Ireland on that occasion was more than England's defence could handle. They have their second try, and they have some daylight on the scoreboard, and they're beginning to believe in the Aviva that this might well be their day.
The noise and the emotion is palpable. Again, in the end, England just can't keep them out. It's a numbers game. They all think they're going to go on the left. Now, no, Gibson Park comes back right. Bundyaki, I'm not taking it again. I'm going to give it me mate. I'm going to give it to Henshaw. Gaps all over the place. Jamie George playing out on the wing. That's what pressure does to you sometimes. But Ireland are holding their heads while all those around them are losing theirs. Simple score in the end. Good scrum from Ireland. Hit him once, then back on that blind side and put the big fella in.
Robbie Henshaw's 10th try for Ireland, and Aki, and he, well, nothing England could do, and that is right into lots of tacklers. Jack Conan tries to get it away. Sheehan! Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. Jack Conan, the creator, Dan Sheehan finished like a winger. Ireland have their third try and more than one hand on this Grand Slam.
And Sheehan has his second score. A beautiful work move from the line out in the first half, and you've got to say, brilliant play from Gibson Park, going back up the blind side. It's all the work these lads do without the ball. Back up the blind side. Ribbons is caught, smashes into Van Fleet, set the ball up, don't panic, then he goes out wide, then it comes back. Mac Hansen, lovely pass, unbelievable, out the back door. Conan there, just come on. Watch this from Conan. That's the skills of a British Lion. British and Irish Lion. I'd be marched out of the place if I said that, but what again? They can breathe, and I think you can breathe now, Ryle. The job is nearly done.
Jack Conan, what a moment for him. He has been the one that has lost out in the competition for starting places in that.
I think he might celebrate tonight.
Ireland are looking to put a cherry on top of this Grand Slam performance. Herring gets it! Rob Herring strolls in for Ireland. England's defence just backed off him, and he took everything that was offered. Ireland have a bonus point. More importantly than that, they now have a Grand Slam.
They certainly did. They're the bookies' hot favourites coming into this. Sheehan gets 2, gets the player of the match. Herring, reserve hooker, gets 1. Ballinahinch has just exploded, I'm sure. Phenomenal there.